Hello, viewers. Once again, I welcome you to Nollywood Hardcore, the Legends Untold Story. You know, I told you guys the last time that the guests that you're going to be seeing on this program is all about the legends of Nollywood, people that started Nollywood from the very beginning, people that walk the walk and talk the talk, people that put in a lot of passion to grow this industry. The industry, it is what it is today, but there are people that put in the work. And these are the people that we're going to be bringing to you on this program called Nollywood Hardcore. Today, I have a special guest in the house with me. He's not just a guest. He's not just a Nollywood practitioner. He is a friend. Someone, him and I have come a long way in this business. I can say that we practically started the same era in the same area. But no matter what I say to you guys, you will not get to know who I'm talking about until I present him to you. So without wasting much of your time, I present to you with me in the house, Benedict Johnson.
Thank you. La vista.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for having me.
You know, we're here now. If it was in some kind of studio, the moment I mentioned Benedict Johnson, you just say, I can't war. They start to clap.
Well, this one is just me and you.
This is just you and I, and then the viewers that are watching us.
Mm-hmm.
So how you doing, my brother?
I'm all right, and you?
I'm very well. Nice to have you here.
Thank you very much.
You know, the essence of this program is to, tell the people, especially the youths of today, make them understand the road that we walked in, getting to where we are today, and then for Nollywood to be where it is today. Mm-hmm. So that's why I promised them that all they're going to be seeing here is just the legends of Nollywood, and that's why we subtitled it The Untold Story.
Stories, yeah.
So you might have gone for different kinds of interview in the past, but here you're going to be telling them things they probably may not have heard before. So because of that, we're going to be starting from the very beginning. So the first question that I'm going to be hitting you with is you're going to tell people where you're from. Oftentimes people see actors, but they don't know where they're from. They just say, hey, my favorite actor. But if you ask them, say, where is this actor from? They will not be able to tell. So please, just tell us where you're from, where you were born, and then your educational background. Just summarize that to us. Let the people know.
Well, the story of where I came from, people over the years have always thought that I came from Kogi State.
Kogi State?
Yes. Mainly because of the name tie between me and Mercy Johnson.
Oh.
Yes. There was a time, all over the social media, it was all about Benedict Johnson, Mercy Johnson. Are they brothers? Are they husband and wife? Are they boyfriend and girlfriend? So a lot of people, mistook me for Mercy's state. So they believed that I was from Kogi State. But they never knew that I am from Imo State. I am an Igbo man from Imo State. That's where I came from. And I am from a family of 8. My father and my mother is late.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, while I was in school, when I was in school in Absu, my father was assassinated.
Assassinated?
Yes. My father was actually the village head, like a traditional ruler in my place where I come from. So in 1994, when Nigeria was playing a World Cup match against Greece, I was watching a football match that day, and then on that particular day I wasn't myself. I don't know why. So after the match, we'll go home, and then the news filtered in that my father has been assassinated by a hired assassin. They came to my house in the village to stab him to death just because of that throne and autonomous community wahala. So he was killed, and then from that time, it became very tough for me as an individual. I was already in Lagos State then. And then when we came back from the burial of my father, me and my elder brother, Leo, were thrown out from the house where we lived. We met our properties outside. At this point in time, we were living in a one room. You know, the one room in Lagos where they call face me,
I face you kind of rooms. Yes.
Kind of house. That's where we were living.
Well, you were thrown out of the house. Did they have any connection with your father's death?
No.
Why you were thrown out of the house?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. What happened was that where we were living before we traveled for the burial, they sold the house. Another person bought the entire house.
Oh.
And before we came back, we met our properties outside. The house has been demolished.
There was no pre-notice.
No pre-notice. So when we got back, we met everything outside. We picked what we were able to pick and left. And then we took some of those things to friends, keeping them here and there. And then no place to stay. Then, I just have to be playing here.
Yes.
Because this is true story about me, what I passed through before becoming an actor.
Okay.
So, my elder brother was able to manage somewhere where he was working. They were able to accept him. But when I got in there, the people there said, no, you are not part of us, so we're not going to accept you to sleep here. So what I did was, I had a bag then, a school bag. That bag is always on my back anytime I'm going to anywhere. In that bag, I had my toothbrush, I had my towel, I had a few clothes that belongs to me. So every of my property then was at my back. So what I resulted into was hanging around the street of Lagos. I had no place to lay my hands. So what I did was I go to club. If I go to club, I will sit in a club. Then I will drop my bag where those, hustlers.
Where they usually drop
their own bag. So the bouncers will ask me to drop my bag right there.
Probably they were seeing you like a hustler too, like a male hustler.
Most of them, they already know that this guy doesn't have a place to stay or kind of.
Okay.
So they pitied me. They will ask me to keep my bag. That's in place, so I'll keep it. Then I'll go inside the club. That was the history of my putting on glasses. It has never left me ever since then. Anytime you see me, I must be with glasses. Why? Because when I'm in the club, if I am seated in a seat in a particular corner, I just use my gogo to cover my eyes and relax. Like, you think I'm watching what is going on? No. The nigga is sleeping for the day. That's the only time I can catch sleep. And in the morning, as everybody's leaving, I will follow the bouncers to take my bath. You understand? And then, I will leave. And then I got a friend who also told me, his name is Chika. Chika told me, he said, Benedict, there is a particular place I want us to go and beg the security man. I'm saying this because I want the youth of Nigerians to understand one thing, that no matter the condition you find yourself, do not accept crime.
Okay.
I was at the lowest
That's a good one.
Life at that time. So this, my friend, took me to a gatesman in GRA Ikeja. Went to plead with the gatesman to always allow us to come in when the tenants in that building must have gone to bed.
Yes.
For us to come and lay something behind a car or beside the building and sleep. Then leave the compound before they will wake up.
That's quite an emotional one. I understand completely.
So we will lay those things on the ground and then we'll sleep there. When it's 5 a.m., sometimes 4:30, we're out. Because you cannot allow the tenants to see you there.
Yes.
I mean, how do you explain who are you? And then you will be also putting the gatesman into trouble. So we'll leave there early. So most times I come back, my clothes are dirty. I wash them. But because it's night, it can't dry. So as you're leaving, you still take the clothes along. Or you wear the clothes like that.
It dries on your body.
So I got a job where I was working. They employed me in a one furniture company. You know. If I'm going to that company, as I go there every day, my clothes are always wet. And one day the manager said to me, why are you always, your clothes is always wet? Do you swim before coming?
Or probably it rains where you are.
It rains where you
and
are.
It does not rain everywhere else.
So now these were the little stories of my humble beginning as an actor.
Okay, so this takes me straight into the second question. This is your early beginning. Then how did this, push you into acting? How did you find yourself in the acting environment and then decided to be an actor?
Yes, so one of those days, I met a cousin of mine. His name is Masi. He told me about a particular audition. He said he knows me. First of all, there is something that I forgot here. I had a group then where 3 in number were doing music back in the days.
Music?
Yes. We did music, we went to studio, we recorded our first album, In fact, that was actually what brought me to Lagos. I came to look for sponsorship. Who will sponsor me to promote my music and all that. All those that promised me that if I get to Lagos, they're going to assist me, all became stories.
They all failed you.
They all failed me. So from looking for who will sponsor me to promote my music, I had about 16 tracks in that album that time. You understand?
Yeah.
Then along the line, I was not able to release those songs. Things became tougher, like I told you earlier on. And then I started working somewhere and all that. So one of those days, I ran into my cousin, and he told me about one audition and rehearsals that they are doing somewhere. If I would be interested, based on someone who's already into entertainment. I love entertainment, but I was never thinking of acting.
It was supposed to be music.
It was supposed to be music. Music was my first love.
Okay.
So I followed him. I said, why not? So when I followed him to that audition, we started doing rehearsals. We did rehearsals for like 3 months. Though nothing came out, nothing came out from that production. The production never saw the light of the day, but that, prompted me to looking very deep into Nollywood and trying to make a living from it. So I started going from one audition to another audition. Then there was a particular day I went for a particular audition, and when I got in there, they were looking for a particular character. As a matter of fact, they were looking for some minor roles, not major character. They already had audition for a major character for the first script. It's back to back that they wanted to shoot, and then there was a second script also. They wanted to shoot them back to back. So I came late, and when they auditioned me, they gave me 2 scenes to play in that particular second one. Right? No, the particular first one they wanted to shoot. They gave me 2 scenes. That 2 scenes was to play a police officer that came to arrest a certain character who happens to be Patata. That's of that time. Okay. And Patata was to be the lead character for the next job.
Okay.
All right. So, I did that audition and they gave me that role. So when I get to that place, I played that role. The way I acted that particular 2 scenes prompted them to giving me a lead character.
Oh wow!
In the next job,
they saw a talent in you.
They saw a talent in me, and the marketer was right there. He said to the producer, "This guy can play that role." That was what I heard.
Okay.
So he actually dashed me some money outside what we agreed, and that was how my career started. But prior to that time, I have gone through too many auditions without success.
Okay.
There was even a period of time where we had rehearsals for over 6 months. Like every night we'll come for rehearsals.
Was it the one you and I were involved in?
Yes, I remember. You were involved in that particular production at Ikeja.
Yes.
Sports Center.
Yes.
We assemble every night. We do rehearsals every night. Then we go back and return the next day. We did it for 6, 7 good months. And we never shot that movie.
Yes, I remember very well.
There was another one again we did at Patson Park somewhere.
Yes.
We did that one
Patson
again.
Pleasure Group.
Yeah, for another 6 months.
Couple of months.
No shooting proper. We even did some with Jerry Amilo. Then
in Festac.
Allegon.
Yes.
In Festac for so many months. In fact, they will bring some martial arts guys to come and train us and all that. And then at the end of the day, they didn't see the light of the day. So, but we kept on pushing.
Yes.
Until I got this role, that introduced me a little bit. After that movie, I think it was Genesis of Love.
Okay.
Genesis.
We're going to get to that. Okay. We're going to get to that point. But quickly, let's take a short break. And when we come back, we're going to continue with Benedict Johnson, and you're going to be hearing more of his story. Please stay tuned and don't touch that dial.